Before I even start this video, let me know how big of a Nokia fan are you. Can you name all of these models from my collection in the comments section below? Let's go, that's a challenge. Hello guys and welcome to Vlogging Project. It's Tony here, your favorite YouTuber, and welcome to another episode of Nokia taking the mickey out of everyone pretty much. The 25th anniversary of the original Nokia 3210 is, well, now 2024, and to celebrate that they released that little brick over here. Due to my previous experience with the legendary revived Nokia phones, well, my hopes are not too high at the moment about this device, but who knows, I might be surprised. So the first thing we're gonna do is take it out of the box and see what it's all about. Let's go. Alright guys, so first things first, let's have a look at the box itself and see what it says. Nokia 3210, one of the originals. Okay, that must be something new I've never seen before, but nevertheless. Guys, and at the back of the box we see the essential information, which I think HMD thinks that is the selling point of the phone. Check this out, 2.4 IPS LCD screen, that's so 2004 if you ask me. Connections without distractions, okay, whatever that means. Long lasting battery, 1450 milliamp hours, okay, whatever you say. 4G LTE, 2 megapixel camera with flash torch, well, okay. Bluetooth 5, 128 megabytes of storage plus 64 megabytes of RAM, oh my god, and micro SD up to 32 gigs. Now that's the only kind of sort of modern thing about this phone. And check this out, USB-C charging, and of course games including Snake. Now games including Snake is a very weird thing to say, and we've got a picture of a charger over here which doesn't really indicate whether there is a charger in the box or not, but considering how light this box is, I seriously doubt there is a charger, but let's have a look. Now it's offered in 3 colors. Terrible yellow, this one is gray / black, and this one is, let's say, the most interesting color of them all. So let's have a look, guys. What do we have? We have a quick start guide, okay, and we actually do have a USB Type-C charger. That is an improvement. The design of the charger is the Nokia, classic Nokia charger, and of course we have the battery over here, which is, well, let's say a decent size, considering nowadays the smartphones have over 5000 milliamp hours of battery. We've got 1400. Yeah, okay, but the battery flew away. Okay, so let's see, what do we have, guys? What is this phone even about? And check this out. Actually, you know what? Actually, it feels kind of nice. It feels kind of nice and reminds me of the, where is it? Nokia 6310? What? I don't have it here? Wait a minute, there we go. You can see a little bit of a resemblance over here. Of course, they revived the 6310, I think it was last year. I didn't have much interest in that particular device, but this one, guys, I'm interested in because I'll tell you what the main reason is. Of course, there's absolutely no resemblance to the original design, and as you can see, these nice curves over here, this phone doesn't really follow them. It's just flat as a pancake, is much thinner. But consider something else. The original Nokia 3210 actually was an absolute blast back in the day, guys. That's one of the first and so compact phones without an external antenna like this one, for example, and that was something that quite a lot of people actually liked. To be precise, 160 million units sold worldwide, and as you can see, 25 years later the phone is in full working condition. So yeah, and don't forget, the Nokia 3210 had the basics laid out for the absolutely legendary Nokia 3310. 3310. There are not many differences between those two phones in terms of features, but the only selling point of the 3310 was the express covers over here. Check this out. You drop this phone, it starts to fly around, it turns into pieces, you just put it back together. As you can see, someone dropped it quite a couple of times. Over here you put a new housing on, and there you go, 3310 leaves. This one wasn't that easy to replace the cover. Well, you have a couple of screws, but people were not that technically minded. But of course, overall guys, absolutely bulletproof phone. I'm gonna leave it on the side for now and see what is this one all about. So at the bottom we've got the USB-C charger. Of course, there's absolutely no buttons on the sides whatsoever, and on the top we have a 3.5mm jack, and of course the thick plastic Nokia screen that they've been using for quite some time. The buttons are very glossy and kind of okay to click, to be honest with you. It would be an absolute shame for me to destroy this phone in the next video in the durability test, but that's something that I have to do. The glorious 2 megapixel camera over here with a tiny little flash, and the Nokia logo is not coming off anytime soon unless I put my knife in it. HMD, makers of Nokia phones. Now, I've been thinking about Nokia and the whole situation about, you know, HMD Global reviving the Nokia brand and you know, being established by ex-employees. I almost think that somebody got fired. He got so pissed off and he was like, okay, my life goal is to make money, buy Nokia and destroy the brand. So pretty much I think that's exactly what they're doing right now, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, that is a very cheap and nasty plastic, I must be honest with you. Memory card slot over here, SIM card slot, and HMD Global. Oi, I have no idea what that means, but Bartel Junkin Aokio 902600 Espoo, Finland, made in China. Right, so why do we have Espoo, Finland and then made in China is beyond me. But nevertheless, guys, let's put this battery in. But I have to say one positive thing about this phone. It feels very light, and the screen being 2.4 inches, massive, I guess could be kind of usable, could be. But yeah, deep blacks on the screen, guys, deep blacks on the screen, the classic Nokia logo, and let's see what do we have in terms of menus and everything. But to be honest with you, while holding the phone for a little while over here, those edges over here, guys, are a little bit, how can I put it? They're a little bit sharp. And check this out, wait a minute. I have to check something over here. Is that, oh my god, that's a defect. Guys, check this out. I haven't noticed before, but over here, can you see that? There's definitely a defect. Let me see if my camera can focus. You can see that scratch over here, guys. There's definitely a defect. Check this out. It doesn't come off. So let's have a look. So much for the build quality, but for real, this is a defect of this phone, guys. I didn't really think about it, you know. I was like, okay, let me see what is that. But man, I mean, that's a proper, and it's not even scratched by me or anything like that. You saw the phone taking it out, but man, I mean, and over here on this edge as well, you can see a little bit of a scratchy material over here, some sort of a scratch. But man, this one is definitely scratched up quite badly. And as you can see, the phone was brand new. But man, I mean, come on, not a very good indication. But nevertheless, carry on. We have the bubbles. We have the bubble sound over here. Text size, well, large. Okay, thanks for choosing. Nokia, by continue, you accept the HMD global privacy. Okay, nevertheless, could you reduce battery aging by enabling the battery optimization, limit charging to 80%? Well, let's say no, thanks. And let's see, what do we have, guys? What do we have? Unlock. There we go. The classic Nokia interface over here. The camera is glorious. Let's see. 2 megapixel, baby. Yoo-hoo! Let's see. Yeah. Well, and you can see the wobble effect over here on the camera. Now, I told them, as you know, I did a couple of videos already, and I told them, guys, you know, you have to put a fingerprint reader over here in the middle. You have to put at least 8 megapixel camera over here and charge a little bit more for the device. But considering how overpriced everything is nowadays, of course not these classics, you can get them relatively cheaply, but newer phones, they're super expensive, and I guess they went for the same route. Well, why not make the Nokia 3210 super expensive as well. Currently it's sold for 75 quid on the HMD whatever UK's website, which is too much for a phone like that. Ideally it should be like no more than 30 quid. So they could have put a fingerprint reader over here, they could have put an 8 megapixel camera over here, but they didn't, I guess. So let's see, we have Facebook, we have Snake, we have radio, music, alarm, videos, files, extras. Let's see what do we have in extras. World clock, timer, unit, calculator, calendar, torch. Actually, you know what, this sound is pissing me off, so let's just do like that. Okay, much better. Right, so what else? Racing attack game, blackjack, doodle jump, arrow master, crossy road, football cup, air strike, ninja up. Where is the snake? Where is the snake? All I'm asking is, where is the snake, guys? Wait a second. Surely. Oh my god, 18 megabytes. Can you imagine? Full memory, 18 megabytes, which means that you have to get a memory card straight away. But man, where is the snake? Where is the snake? There we go. There we go, snake. Okay, so let's play. Oh my god, there's the terrible snake. Okay, so that is the terrible snake, guys. Okay, let's see the other games over here. Where is it? Do jump, buy, or play three free trials? Oh my god, like, okay, so that is kind of retarded. Do let me know if you want to buy this game. Let me see what's the price of this game. To be honest with you, error SIM card. Oh well, it doesn't have a connection. But anyway, this one, Racing Attack, buy. Blackjack, buy. Crossy Road, buy. Arrow Master, buy. Football Cup, buy. Airstrike, buy. And Ninja Up, buy. Right. So all you get is the crappy snake. What about files? Okay, we were already into that. Settings, system, let's see what do we have. Call setting, messages, backlight, notification, text size. Alright, about, product info, check this out. Model TA1618, no SIM software. Okay, OS version. Okay, 2024. Okay, fair enough, nothing interesting over here. They could have put Kai OS at least, but they didn't, I guess. Backlight messages, call settings, connectivity, airplane, Bluetooth, dual SIM, okay, no Wi-Fi, personalization, welcome tone, theme. Let's have a look. Let's put the green. Oh, well, it just changes the accent over here to, let's say, blue. That's the theme. Okay, and what else? Security, power saving mode, storage, battery optimization. Okay, and pretty much that is it, guys. I mean, Facebook is definitely an application I can imagine. And let's just go back quickly into the settings and see what kind of wallpapers do we have, guys. A lock screen background, maybe wallpaper. Okay, right, so we have 3 wallpapers. Okay, so that's definitely the best one of them. So yeah, I mean, well, what can I say? What can I say? I like the idea of a dumb phone. You know, nowadays we're all connected, we're all on the social media and stuff like that. But always when we talk about phones like that, we check what's happening on the used market, guys. And for real, now, let's be fair, Nobody is going to buy the original Nokia 3210, although it's the same size, more or less. Or nobody's gonna buy the original Nokia 3310 instead of using this new, phone. However, you can actually get something decent with Bluetooth. For example, the Nokia 60-30, get a new housing on it. It has, well, probably a better camera, it has Bluetooth, it has good sound, memory card slot. and you know, BL5C battery, the legendary battery. So most probably this battery will last more than this one, and I guess you can get one of these for, I don't know, 10, 20 quid, something like that. So always, even in the Nokia's catalogs, there are way cheaper devices without an operational system. I think I saw one for like 20 quid nowadays with £10 top up. So definitely plenty of more phones to go, guys. And to be honest with you, the design and the overall in-hand feel I kind of like. The sharp edges over here I don't like. I don't like that there's a defect over here. There's a scratch on my phone as well out of the box. And to be honest with you, if I wasn't going to destroy it in the next durability test video, I would have probably returned this one, because come on guys, what? I mean, that's unacceptable. We are talking about the United Kingdom over here, and we're talking about Nokia slash HMD. That is unacceptable. I know it's a little thing over here, but come on guys, that gets me worried about the overall quality of this phone. However, as I said, in the next video I'm going to pop this baby open. I'm going to take the screws out and see what's happening inside, whether we have some weird or interesting designs over here. And of course I'm going to do the durability test, and of course I'm going to make another video of, you know, releasing the and checking out the ringtones of this phone. I'm going to put it on my TikTok channel, because to be honest with you, I want to milk as much as possible in terms of videos out of this phone, simply because people are watching these videos, and I'm always curious to see whether and when are they going to get it right? Are they actually going to release a product that is actually compelling to me or not? And so far, to be honest with you, looking at this device, well, I would say no. I wouldn't go to the shop and buy this with my own money, even if it was 20 quid, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Just don't buy this phone, buy something else, and live your life happily ever after, and wish good luck to HMD. I think it's about time for them to stop the Nokia series, rebrand it to HMD, and just carry on, because I'm not sure why are people buying this. And considering they keep issuing newer and newer models, I guess someone is actually buying this. So if you're one of them, please do let me know why did you buy this. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.